Hello buddy, it's Destin back again, and today we're going to look at the map of the knowledge of French in Canada. So as you can see here, this is Canada, and these are all the colors from blue to red. Red being they barely know any French, to blue, which is 90 to 100% of the population in the state knows French. So 29.7% of the entire population of Canada knows French. So I'm assuming that's what this means. And obviously Quebec is annihilating it as well. Obviously it's from French descendants, so they will have a ton of people speaking French over here. 90 to 100%. I barely know how to speak French. Bonjour, that's all I really know. I think that's all everyone knows. That's not French. So over here, it's also 69% or 70 to 79%. I honestly can't really tell. These colors are very similar. So basically, the only part that's actually really in blue is Quebec in the west, and that's really it. Everyone else is literally just in the red. I don't know why too. Also, I'm in Vancouver right now, and for some reason everything over here is either in English or French. But that's kind of ironic considering 0 to 9% of people living in Vancouver even know how to speak French. Like over here is this food cheesies. They literally put this and this in French over here. I don't know why, even though barely anybody puts it here. Also on my Reese's buttercups. I don't know what this means. It also the same thing. Also these Chipotle chips. They also are in French and English too. I don't know this is Mexican, but this is definitely French. And also for some reason Hershey's, they're also in French and also in English too over here. You can see. Dang, even my 7-Eleven water bottles are in French and English too. That's kind of funny considering most of the population in Vancouver don't even know French. But I mean, I guess they have to mass produce it, and they probably can't just cherry pick ones out for one specific region. So I guess it makes sense why there's still French on it. Because that would be very tedious to just take some French out of a packaging just for the one region. So yeah, majority of the country doesn't even speak French, not that much anyways. So this is where English and French are spoken in Canada. Ah yes, the greatest rivalries of all time. The French and English. They literally had a war that went for 116 years too. So that's when you know things are real serious. Now again, we already saw the French map, and yeah, it's not that good over here. Barely anybody knows over here in French. Hey, why is it just some random dots of French speakers in Alberta? But besides that, nah, barely anybody knows French. I didn't really see it. So this is like a continuation of the last map, except this time they actually put it up against another language. And obviously, yeah, it's not even a fair competition. Just look at this. Do I need to say more? Literally everybody in the East knows how to speak English. Like everyone. Literally everyone's in the maroon over here. Also Newfoundland and all these other places over here. Just everybody. The only places that are not in the maroon are these Arctic places and Quebec, where not much people know how to speak English, as well obviously they speak a lot of French instead over there. So it actually makes sense. But yeah, the English one's this time French, sorry. So this is a map of the countries most similar to Canada. So the country that is most similar to Canada is United States. Why am I surprised? As far as I know, the only difference between the United States and Canada is the temperature, and that nobody in Canada can run around with a desert eagle gun. So the 5 least similar places is Somalia. It's nowhere near anything like Canada. To be honest, it actually made sense because Canada probably does not have pirates. They don't have pirates. So we're going off demography, culture, and politics, technology, and geography. And all that fun stuff I can tell. So the most similar for demography is Australia, least similar is Somalia. I'm honestly surprised why Somalia is not popping up in like 3 of these at least, but I guess it made sense. They can't be in everything. So I just realized too that the most similar places, the top 5, they're all from Europe. They're all from Europe for some reason. And all the least similar places are either from Africa or the Middle East. I guess it made sense, like the climate, very different. Like it's the complete opposite. The hot and the cold, it's completely the opposite. So all of Africa is in black. It barely has anything to do with Canada. It's nowhere near the Canadian weather. That makes sense. Middle East and Asia are also the same thing. I think I don't need to explain why. Europe is similar to Canada. It is cold in sometimes. And South America is grayish, I say. And then I say like 1/3 of the world is like in the middle ground. Why is Russia in the? I thought they would be like in the gray or something, but apparently not. And then, I guess the United States is the most similar to Canada. Fitting too, they're literally right in the backyard. Except for guns, that's the only difference. So this is an ethnic map of Canada. So these are the dominant ethno-cultural origin. Did I even say that correctly? So in the red we got Canadians. Simple, don't need to explain this. For some reason it's in Quebec, which for some reason I would honestly think that the French would probably be there, but for some reason no. The French are over here for some reason, and this random place in Alberta. The Irish are here too. I can't explain why. They're just all these random places. The West is completely dominated by the English. I think they came from here, but okay. Also, there's all these other names I cannot say. Cilantro? I completely butchered that, I can tell. I can't really name any of these because I would completely butcher them. But at least I can say the Inuits. And they're all up north over here in Nunavut. So also, it's really just a mix of Europeans and natives and all that other stuff. And what's even happening in Alberta? Like, I don't even know what's happening down in Alberta. I also don't want to know what's happening over here. I don't know. I do not want to know. So it's really just a mix of the Europeans and also natives. Hey, there's also Indians. Wait, do we mean Indian Indians or do we mean native Indians? I'm assuming it's native Indians, I hope. So this is the percentage of the population in each of the territories of the Islam in Canada. So 4.9% of the country is Islam. Well, it is in 2021. So in 2021 that is. So here the most is 6.7% in Ontario, which is almost 1 million people which are Muslim in the Islam in Ontario. That's a lot of people. I have no idea why. Obviously, there's gonna be not that much people over here in Nunavut because it's very cold and stuff. So these Northwest territories, they will not have much Islam population over here because again, less people. They're only in the hundreds. All the rest are in the thousands. So I actually don't really know why Quebec and Ontario have a ton of Islam people. I can't really explain why too. I'm honestly surprised how they don't want to somewhere more hotter like Indonesia or something. Wait a minute, there's a lot of people that are Islam in Indonesia. Okay, I'm completely baffled now. So this is the nicknames of places in Canada and United States and their meanings. So first of all, this is great theming on this map. Just look at it. Enhance. So over here in Texas, you can see it's called the Lone Star State. I think that's probably the most popular one. Then we got the Silver State over here, the Golden State for California, the Beaver State for Oregon, Evergreen for Washington, and the Badger State. Which one is the best one? Which one would I want my state to be named? There's just Magnolia over here. Apparently it's just named after a flower. Mississippi. Think of something better at least. So, also Mount Rushmore State. Okay, that's kind of lame. You literally just got a name of the landmark and you just put state after it. Like that's very lame. Why can't you think of something better? So the Treasure State, Gem State. I'm surprised how it's not the Potato State or something. And then there's the Buckeye State. What does that actually mean? It's one of those things that you hear a lot, but you never really know what the meaning is. Oh, it's literally just a shrub. Well, I should have known that earlier. So that's probably the lamest one, Mount Rushmore. Like kind of such. Tar Heel State. Whoa, what is that? The Empire State. And then Hawkeye State. I guess that's cool as far as I'm learning. Then Alaska's just named the Lost Frontier, and Hawaii is named Aloha State. Seriously, that's it. So now in Canada, we see the Rock, which is for this province over there. And there's La Belle Province. That's probably French again. Then this is, wait, let me see. The Pitcher Province for over here. And then we got the Pacific Province. Then the Land of the Midnight Sun. That actually sounds pretty cool. The Land of the Polar Bear. Our Land. Sorry. What kind of name is that? Our Land. It's our land, guys. Land of the Living Skies. Oh, that's probably Aurora Borealis. That probably explains why. Then the Heartland Province. The Keystone Province. Okay, I have to actually admit, all the provinces in Canada are named much cooler than all the ones in the United States. Well, except for the Outland State province. That's kind of lame. But that's better than all these other ones. That's better than the Mount Rushmore State at least. That's like calling New York the Statue of Liberty State. I probably should have seen this earlier, but over here there's a key that can tell you if it's either if it's named after animals, nature, history, culture, or language, climate, weather, agriculture, or geography. Huh. I should have probably known that earlier. So this is a map showing which country you are closest to when you are in Canada. So the United States is just all over here. It's just everywhere. So it's the south and the west over here. So keep in mind, Alaska is probably United States. So that's why it kind of cuts off this top part. Then France is over here. I have no idea why France on Newfoundland. I guess there's probably some random tiny island or port that France still owns over here, and then that's why the nearest to you're nearest to France when you're in this province. Then Denmark is over here as well. Need I say more? So this is the largest religion in Canada, excluding none, which if you remember is atheist. That's the official name for it. So Anglican is all the way over in the north and scattered all around the country. Then there's Christian, no other words specified. Wait, what? And that's everywhere as far as I'm aware. Traditional North American beliefs is only in a small part over here in British Columbia. And then Catholic is just everywhere. And that's really it. I can't really see anything else except for these small religions. Except I can't really see them. Latter-day Saints. Wait, that's a religion. How did I never knew? But this is the largest religion in Canada, including none. And yeah, everything is just atheist as far as I'm learning. So, anyways, that's it for today, guys, and see you later.